Okay, so you know that friend, the one who's been about to start the business for 3 years, the one with 17 browser tabs open on how to learn coding, a vision board from 2021, and a Notion workspace more organized than most Fortune 500 companies, and somehow still works the same job, still complains about the same boss, still says this year is different every January like it's a religious chant. Yeah, let's talk about that person. Actually, let's talk about why that person might be you. Stay with me, this gets uncomfortable fast. Here's the thing nobody wants to admit. Dreaming big and doing nothing isn't laziness. Laziness is simple. This is something sneakier. Psychologists call part of it the planning fallacy. We're weirdly good at imagining the finished result and weirdly bad at imagining the boring middle part where you actually have to do the work. Your brain gets a dopamine hit just from picturing success. Same reward chemical, whether you actually built the thing or just daydreamed about owning it. So in a very real sense, imagining your future empire feels like progress. It isn't, but it feels like it. That's the trick. Then there's the fear dressed up as ambition. A lot of big dreamers aren't actually afraid of failing, they're afraid of finding out they're average. Because right now, in the fantasy version, they're undiscovered geniuses. The moment they actually start, that mystery disappears. No more, I could be great at this if I tried. Now it's just results, and results are rude. They don't care about your potential. Psychologist Carol Dweck's research on mindset basically nails this. People obsessed with proving they're talented tend to avoid the exact challenges that would prove anything at all. It's safer to stay a hypothetical genius than become a confirmed beginner. And honestly, some of it is just comfort wearing a disguise. Big dreams feel productive. Researching, planning, watching how I built my 7-figure business videos at 1 a.m., it all feels like movement. But there's a difference between motion and progress, and our brains are shockingly bad at telling them apart. Doing something that resembles work gives you almost the same satisfaction as doing the actual work, minus the risk, minus the criticism, minus the possibility of an embarrassing flop. There's also this quiet social reward nobody talks about. Being the person with big plans gets you compliments. People say, "Wow, that's ambitious, and you should really do that." That praise feels good. Actually doing it, that's where the compliments stop and the judgment starts. So some part of the brain very quietly protects the fantasy because the fantasy is where the applause lives. None of this makes anyone pathetic, by the way. It makes them human. Every single person reading this has a version of themselves stuck in planning mode about something. A book, a channel, a relocation, a relationship conversation they keep rehearsing instead of having. The dreaming isn't the problem. The problem is that dreaming and doing use different muscles, and most of us have only been training one of them. So next time you catch yourself deep in a 5-year vision while the 1-year plan hasn't even started, that's not proof you're special. That's just proof you're wired like everyone else. The only difference between the people who move and the people who don't usually isn't talent or luck or even discipline. It's just whoever got tired of narrating their potential and finally did the unglamorous, boring, unfilmable part instead.